Hello, 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 ho, 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 ho. Let's get this show on the road. I did a little mining off screen. But I wanted to do my strike teams. But like I said, I did a little mining. I discovered something that I wanted to investigate at the beginning of this session. I did find some lithium. I did find a lithium node. It gave me 65, which is more than enough. What's this? Oh yeah, Turian Soldier 3. Okay. Oh, well, what else got marked? Oh, disruptor ammo. Oh, no, I got the medic right. That's right. But no, I wanted to go here to strike teams. Did we get this? Yes, okay. Okay, that's a failure. Oh, and that was it. It was only those two. Oh, so this is gold. Oh, I didn't even see what the 13% chance. What's this? Gold. Let's put Mike on that. Can I upgrade these guys at all? Okay, so yeah, these guys are gonna kind of have to wait and... They're probably not gonna succeed, but oh well. I got a lot of materials, or a lot of rewards. That's gonna practically be every day I do this. There's gonna be a lot of reward boxes stacked up. Especially from Thursday, or I guess tomorrow till Monday. Let's resume. There's something I just need to check on the planet, and then I think we have to go through some crew dialogues when we get back to the Tempest. And then we can unpack. I can research my N7 Valkyrie rifle. And then I can start researching and crafting actual armor upgrades. Alright. There was something over there that I wanted to check out.
Radiation levels increasing.
No, we don't want to. Like I said, I've pretty much tapped all the resources here. Yeah, there's a remnant station over here. And I don't know if I can get to it.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
It looks like I can actually come over here. And is that it? Is that it? Is that all that was? It looks like that's all that was. At some point, I guess we'll return here. There's one over there, but that's still blocked off by radiation. But yeah, that's pretty much all we can do on EOS for now. Oh, there is a member I did just remember that I did want to grab. What's the best way to get this? Looks like maybe this way. But yeah, it looks like there's stuff over here too, so it looks like we'll be back later. For sure. I don't expect to actually be able to go over there. But I will. Try and see if I can anyway. If I can't, we'll just extract and move on from EOS. Now let me. Let me get over here so I can see where I'm at. So it looks like as soon as
Detecting
we.
above normal radiation levels. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Now I wonder if I can get the iron too.
I miss being able to give directions by what used to be there.
What are you even talking about?
Turn where the chip shop used to be. That's a hometown.
One day, if we do our jobs.
Alright, now we go forward. Okay, that's what I thought. It's a level 3. So we can't even go over here. So I'm just gonna extract.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
I mean,
Corda's looking for you.
anything. Okay, PB is. Not there. Do you guys have anything to say?
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
With what it has to do, it could go thousands of miles below the surface of the planet.
Or completely span it. An underground network. Just a thought, of course. I wouldn't even know where to start hypothesizing how it all works. The remnant builders, whoever, whatever they were, accomplished something far beyond us.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good?
I don't really have anything to say.
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh. Fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
I don't think that warranted a cutscene, but okay.
I'm planning evacuation drills too. Need to start.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for cash ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
I really
Did
like
Lexi
Jack.
brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
I'm not thrilled about it myself, but it is what it is.
Just make sure it can't unshackle itself. There'll be hell to pay if that happens.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
Sorry about that.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
I have no problems believing that.
Yeah, she told me off good. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going, self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
Everyone keeps on making the same mistakes with the Krogan.
You think someone might try to hurt Kesh?
Oh, more like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries to stab her in the back, and then she airlocks him. Tan wouldn't listen to me when I told him Spender had a part in the mutiny. I had no proof.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Got any
So
stories?
that's
or
probably gonna be
advice to
his
share?
loyalty mission.
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Anything about the Ket? Or combat in general?
Well, common cat are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view. They're friends, too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
There's just something wrong about the kid. The absolute single-mindedness.
How long does this keep
Tell me
on
more
going?
about fighting Ket.
So, Chosen, it's not good to let too many of them get close to you at once. If they hit your shields, take a step back. Let me handle them. Bet you anything they're not used to being rushed by a Krogan.
No species is ready for Krogans.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Fire and explosives are good against anything with heavy armor. Or anything, really. Generally, no one likes being set on fire.
Generally, there's a story behind this.
Ha, there sure is.
You mentioned that people generally don't like being set on fire.
I was hoping you'd ask. So, about 400 years ago, give or take a decade, Me and my outfit were pinned down during a skirmish with another merc group. So I pull off my usual stunt, charge ahead and breach their barricade. Pop my flamethrower and get ready to let go. Only to see them all screaming and running away. Turns out, I'd crashed through a shipment of Turian brandy on my way in. Never even noticed I was on fire. But they sure did. Never seen a pack of mercs panic that badly before.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Ascendant. Keep your distance. Don't let him get you in those force fields. Pop that little orb, then shoot him in the head, just like anything else.
Yep.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
This is anything I've learned from playing
He's a
multiplayer.
kid. Even I'm not gonna mess with those at close range. Keep your distance. Shoot him in the red fleshy bits, or I guess in the face if you can't flank him.
How much more
Tell
than
me
this?
more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
Is this
Tell me
it?
more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff and don't die.
Okay.
Always works for me.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pie jack scratch
Okay,
his butt?
that's just back to the same dialogue tree.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that is fair. Research. Or I guess development. Yes, I have lithium. Let's craft this. Oh, also strike teams. And apparently I really don't even need to mine. Nickel, iridium, fluorite. Research data. Hope I didn't get to see what that was. Just more credits. Beryllium. More beryllium. And the disciple. Ooh. Oh, Vanquisher too, okay. Weapons. Can I operate this too? Okay, so this, I need to get to level 10 before I can even... Oh, well, if I would have waited, I could have got the second version of this, but oh well. Yeah. I'm noticing a real problem, and there's no game music on the Tempest, and that might just be a bug.
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods.
You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
So much dialogue.
Suvi okay?
Suvi's strong sense of faith keeps her grounded. I'm not spiritual, but there's a beauty in how her mind rationalizes religion and science.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
Yeah, that's
I'd like
understandable.
to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked.
So it
Is
sounds like
Phoebe
there might be
alright?
something going on
She's
between.
avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Thanks for the insight. I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel. From when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this.
Alright.
How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
So how did an Asari doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
Ah.
I'll let you get back to it.
She has no
I'll be
ties
here
back
if you need
home.
me.
Man, it's still crazy that someone like Liara is still alive in this universe. But Liara, like I said, Liara would be in her matron years.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Yeah, from what I've gathered, or from what I understand, as the game progresses, more and more of EOS will be unlocked at a certain point. Which kind of bugs me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I wish more games were like Crash Bandicoot 2, where you could get 100% completion by the final boss. Or after defeating the final boss. And be able to do everything for the most part. I just wish you can unlock all of the, what I'm trying to get at. I wish games that unlock let you explore more. Alright, she don't have anything to say.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
And Liam's hanging out.
Yeah, Ryder?
We'll talk later.
I know
Excuse me. Well, yeah, it looks like we have much to say there. And from what I gather, the main story is very short in this game. Like, there are a ton of side quests, and the main story is very short. I'm gonna go talk to Gil and see if he's... Gil and PB.
Hey there, got a sec?
Sure.
Oh, never mind.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
The awkward interactions are still here.
Long time no chat. What's up?
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly.
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call. Capital R ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
Alright.
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
Can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you, it's tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction? Or maybe starvation? Imagining which would be worse? But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
Yeah.
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, Veteran Suvi are my girls. Get along well. Lots of mutual respect. PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drax's my kind of guy. Brash. Takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, Doc's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
By the book keeps us alive.
Hey, variety's the spice of life, right? Different strokes makes for healthy debate.
What about Kello?
He's a pilot.
Which means...
He flies the ship.
we're leaving it at that then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Alright. Looks like we got all of the people talk to. It looks like... Yeah, one thing that's really bothered me is that there's no ambient music in the background like there is for... speaking of which, I can rectify that a little bit on my end. Give me 2 seconds. Give me another 2 seconds. And almost there. Let's see, I don't want to blast your guys' ears out. Okay, so there's Uncharted Worlds. Okay, the Normandy. I'm gonna just walk around real quick and see how that feels. Oh yeah, I think having background music makes this so much better. Let's see.
I've seen a lot of shit in my life, but that vault certainly was a first. Things are gonna be interesting with you around, kid.
Doesn't matter what life throws at me. It's what I make of it, right?
You keep that going, you just might live as long as I have. Minus 0 at the end.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Yeah, I think having background music is significantly better. Though it's gonna take some balancing to get it right.
Those remnant vaults, all those secrets. I have to go exploring in one someday.
Imagine flying through one. Now that would be a real hazard course.
Oh shoot. Alright. How's this looking on OBS? That's looking pretty good. I'm about like 50% probably is probably pretty good. And then if we go up here, pretty quiet. Though I do have it down a little bit. Alright, but yeah, having background music is so much. That's one thing that's really missing with this game is background music. Alright. And we're gonna be exploring new areas, so this is perfect. I'm probably gonna, once we beat the game, I'm probably gonna post a huge review for this game. Oh. My thoughts and my... Alright. That is something annoying. Looking at... Alright, this looks like there's nothing here. Oh wait, this is the Scourge. I never did get to fully examine this.
I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Satellite detected.
Oh, the Suvi standard. Oh, research data, nice. So this will be planet scanning.
Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Okay, aluminum deposit, nice. Alright, there's... Oh, I'm thinking the last thing here is the Scourge. Unless it's this. I feel like something's gonna be done about the Scourge at some point in the game. Okay, yeah, I already scanned that planet.
Pythias system, Homovios, and Prodromos.
Oh my god, I didn't mean to go back to this. But yeah, I think the Scourge is gonna be the last thing. Did I scan Vinland?
Anomaly detected.
No, I did not. A pressure composed of argon and carbon dioxide, this valuable would require a black mine due to volatile surface gases. Oh, I forget what acid that is. That would dissolve organic material, but not. Right. 270 experience. Alright. Alright. So we've got the main quest over there. And this is the Andromeda. It's so weird looking at the Andromeda galaxy. Man, I can't wait to see what the next game's gonna be like.
This is about as far as the Nexus surveyors could get before, well...
Let's see what's waiting here.
Alright.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Alright, a bunch of minerals. More aluminum. Black hole, like, for real? Oh. I can't go closer to it, obviously. By the way, if you've ever seen the movie The Black Hole, that's a very good film. Highly recommend. It's actually by Disney. It's comprised of iron and further nitrogen. It's just the nitrogen seas were once liquid. Nitrogen seeds, I mean, that means that planet would have to be extremely cold to even have liquid nitrogen. Whereas helium-rich atmosphere appears to host enormous colonies of fungal spores. I love how these all just have designations. And they're formerly... Radioactive high velocity winds make a poor candidate for mining sites, which... That would have to be done with like a robotic crew. I'm gonna have to go through here after this stream. I get like an ambient Mass Effect playlist for this. Thick dust clouds, dangerous electric storm, the heavily gravity render, and a hospital even for well-equipped Krogan explorers. I don't think a Krogan would want to live on a heavy planet, or on a planet with a heavy atmosphere. They already are heavier enough, just don't need to make them heavier. Deserts can reach extreme high temperatures and direct sunlight, limit exposure to twilight hours only. Okay. Ooh, atmospheric pressure 0.05. Maybe very light. Alright, I believe that's this. Okay, yeah, the only place we can go now is Onaman.
We're on a collision course with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
All stop now!
A cat ship. Is this the
Cat
cat?
ships, a dozen. No, more.
Is this the cat capital ship?
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
We'll scan them back.
Man, what would you do with the Normandy?
Where is the one who activated the remnant? Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
I'm Ryder, captain of the ship and Pathfinder with the initiative.
You'll come with me.
They've lost navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
I actually know a lot about the Remnant. We should compare notes.
Enough! Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Sam,
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
do it. Report.
Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
It will be tight.
Callow?
Oh, I forgot to turn my music off.
Yes!
Nice work, kid.
Yeah, but who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
It's a very ominous looking planet.
We're being contacted.
Okay, there's an
We have
alien.
to land. Open a comm.
Tov Jagaleshto. Tov Jagaleshto.
We're visitors from another galaxy. Our intentions are peaceful.
Av Naleseto. They've sent us a nav point.
Set us down. Yes. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Oh, thermal vents. Or something like that. That allows for the upbringing of life, but the rest of the planet's pretty much dead.
We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
This is what it's all about, right? New worlds, new aliens. Wish me luck. Thank you.
And this is gonna be the Nagra? Or whatever. I forgot how to pronounce their species.
I'm Paran Shai, governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Angara.
Hello. I'm a Pathfinder with the initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey, Joel. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw the ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
She's a human from another galaxy. A pathfinder.
How do they already know this?
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
We didn't know what we'd find here, to be honest. But I'm open to sharing what we know, if you are.
Honest? Honesty would be a good start. I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me. Follow closely. Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone. Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you questions?
I suppose.
If you're the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the Resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Ket and protect us.
What's happening?
I detect unusual levels of electrostatic energy in the Angara.
This isn't safe. It belongs in a containment cell.
Let Governor Shire handle this.
You don't know what you're doing.
Can
Am I that
say.
intimidating?
You're an outsider who invaded our home. We know nothing about you.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then keep moving.
How did it find us?
She, not it. And stop staring.
You'll have to study its physiology.
None of the local flora register in my data files. We've encountered an undiscovered ecosystem.
Your city is beautiful.
Thank you. You're the first outsider to see it.
I'm honored.
Still wondering how they even know
What
I'm
happens
human.
if Ephra doesn't like me?
He won't. But you need to earn his trust.
He's responsible for everyone's safety. I know what that's like.
How does it stay upright?
You're a leader.
Trying to be.
Softer than a kid. Not perfect. I think I could take it.
This is the Resistance headquarters. Ephra is waiting inside.
Ephra will handle it.
Three Toes?
I can't see.
It's almost similar to
This
crying.
situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak.
No. I am telling you to be strong, through your cunning and heart. Okay? Hey.
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I know.
Our experience with the Ket makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
We've had our own run-ins with the cat.
Then you really do understand. When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were nothing. Now, the Ket mercilessly abduct Angara. Often, we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting,
Wait, the cat kidnap you? Steal your people?
and the Resistance fights them every day. With everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose Fold. Ephra, this is one of the aliens from the Milky Way. A Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. It's an aggressive move coming to Aya.
It wasn't meant that way. I have an ark full of desperate people counting on me to find them a home before they starve.
Of course, I feel for you and your people. So, Pathfinder, never mind how you even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
You're right. There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you. The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault. But now the Ket have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us, and you.
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Arrogant. I don't know you, let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary. The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass. Joel, you talk too much. Let me assess this, alien. I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me. Go if you want, but when she tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first. I'm Jal Amadarov. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
Thank you for trusting me.
I don't. But I can always kill you in your sleep.
Good to know.
I'd like to see you try, because I know Krogan. That would make that rather difficult.
Shall I relay it to the Nexus?
Definitely.
Be careful out there. No, I will.
Ryder, ship's fixed up and ready to fly.
Okay.
I'm just saying, as far as first contact goes, at least that went better than the last one.
Only slightly.
Yeah, what happened? I wanted to look around.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he eats.
Did the translators not work?
They work.
I know we're improvising as we go, but let's remember that there is Pathfinder team protocol.
Don't think I got that handbook.
Ryder, we followed our best lead here, and now we don't even have that.
Jal has offered to do what he can to help us access the vault on Aya.
How do we do that when we're leaving the planet it's on?
That's a fair point. Jal?
Seriously?
Settle down. Ryder's right. There's an Angara right here. Let's hear from the new guy.
One day, about 80 years ago, the Archon and the Ket arrived in Helios, and the horror began.
They declared war?
Nothing so easy to define or fight.
The Ket kidnap Angara. Their people disappear without a trace. What if they were us?
Sure, I'll fight Ket all day long, but that's no plan.
I agree. We need to get into that vault, Ryder.
Surprisingly, I'm with PB. Our own mission has to take priority.
We have a plan. Kind of. Pretty solid. Jal?
The resistance is stretched thin. I was tasked with traveling to two of our worlds at our briefing this morning. and you'll accompany me.
Because?
Because then, Ephra will see you as trustworthy. You want that.
Jarl's told me about these two worlds, Havarl and Vold.
Before the Scourge disaster, Vold was a thriving planet of billions. A shining center of technology and life.
And now?
It's the center of our ground war against the Ket. Our resistance base is fighting Ket Command for control of the planet.
What about the other?
Aval is the birthplace of the Angara. It's started to degrade, to become wild and dangerous. We suspect a remnant.
Now we're talking.
We've recently lost contact with our scientists.
Still don't get how any of this helps us.
I do. Help us, or rather help me, and I'll vouch for you, right? Because Jarl wants inside Aya's vault too.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
Don't know yet. Just be ready to go at a moment's notice. Got it?
You bet.
Jarl, give Callow the nav points for both planets. Let's do this.
The dialogue is and the writing is, I see why people see the problems with this game. Right now I'm at about a 6.5. Which is a shame because I'm having such a hard time continuing playing this. Do we have the Normandy on Mass Effect 2? But yeah, like, I'm very much understanding the reason why people don't like this game. I need to go change my loadout. A lot of the dialogue feels like robotic in nature.
Even their body language is so emotional.
That's about the best way I can express it.
My first session with Jarl.
Try not to scare him away, huh?
Oh, I guess I changed the loadout at.
One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Taking a breather for a good movie? I could get behind that.
Best part is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones. It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
5 time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
Okay, that's back on. Whose story is this?
So, Jarl.
So,
talk alone. You comfortable in here?
I took it. It feels strange to stay with the others. They are your aliens.
No one on my ship thinks that way. We're a team.
Oh, I was talking about my discomfort with your living arrangements, not about any prejudice I harbor. I'm an alien. We are all strangers. Perhaps then, if we're all aliens, it's about what kind of alien we are.
You had no idea about us, but you signed up to help us anyway.
Perhaps it had nothing to do with you.
Care to elaborate?
I don't think music can save this dialogue.
How do you know Moshae Sefa?
She's our greatest mind on the Remnant. I was a student.
You studied the Remnant too?
A little. I was terrible. I quit. Or she threw me out. One of those. We're still very close.
So, is that your rifle?
It is now. It's Ket, with my own modifications. I like to tinker, to get my hands on something and
I keep on being going to the
That's a skill I
research.
know we can use. But I have one request. Please don't take apart my ship.
You're right. I signed up. Volunteered for this. It's exciting. There's something unique about you. Uneasy, raw, but somehow profound.
Face value? That sounds like a compliment. A nice one.
It is. Angara feel deeply. We have more trouble hiding our emotions than showing them. I should get back to my work.
Oops. I don't think I'm gonna romance anyone.
This was good. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you. Let's talk more later.
That's, so, the dialogue in this game feels very awkward. And I feel bad for the devs. I feel like they didn't know what made the trilogy special, and they kind of just. But I'm also gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. You know, the first Mass Effect definitely has its rough patches, and it was definitely ironed out in the second one. So, whatever comes next for Mass Effect, I'm sure, hopefully they'll get it right. Oh, email terminal. What? We have matched. Probably no food after midnight. This is literally just a Gremlin reference. No. Okay, he just gave me a little. Oh my god. there's so much mail I've not even... Data course. How did the door just bug? Yeah, like I said, I just picked up a ton of side quests. Also, I really might just fast track the story. I then go back and do all the side quests. Penetration damage, that's fine.
We might have a problem. I was running some numbers, mass balances and such. The Tempest is carrying about 70 kilos of extra mass. I think something's aboard that doesn't belong.
Is it a problem that we're carrying extra mass?
Not mechanically, but something heavy and unexplained. That's not good. Our internal sensors aren't getting anything, but they're not as powerful as a Pathfinder's scanner. Can you take a look?
All right, I'll look around the ship and see what I can find.
Alright.
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny, a few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Every good space station needs a big lake, maybe some fountains.
Indeed. Even non-amphibians need a little water. Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
It's a huge space anomaly. It's not going away in anyone's lifetime.
If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that.
But yeah, this game's lack of music, ambient music, is... Anyway, I'm not gonna try to get too bogged down by it. Ooh, what's this? Oh, the emergency shield discharge. What's a Julia? Is there any reason to get this? What's this? If you know it's topped. Oh, okay. Okay, we got the N7 chest. Oh, Runic tech. Oh, okay. So this is how you get ammo on your... Heat inducer, incendiary. I think incendiary ammo was probably... Inferno sniper rifle. The Valkyrie assault rifle is the only weapon I wanted. I love that weapon so much. Oh, sorry about that. I was told I would get a ton of resources, but I've not really seen it at the moment. Oh yeah, skills. We're at 5 points. Shockwave. Shockwave might be good. Oh no, Singularity would probably be good, but I got Pull already. So... Nova Annihilation. Singularity. Lance might be my go-to. Throw Lance Pool. That seems pretty good. I'm just gonna auto level. Alright. Oh, I've got 2 points. Where's containment? I didn't get good sleep last night, so that's why I'm yawning all the time. Either Havaro of World, Shelter Havaro. nice scan. I'm gonna go ahead and do the scan mission real quick. I think I gotta use the bathroom after I get this one done. And then we will go, I guess, to the Nexus?
No extra mass in the bathroom. Phew. 70 kilos is a lot to flush away. Everything here looks normal. No stowaways, no extra mass.
Last time was the
Yeah, you lived through first contact with them, didn't you?
If I recall, my exact words were, "They're bold from being so squishy. Do they know they're mostly water?"
Harsh. Don't let Ryder hear you. Bridges 4, engine rooms aft, med bay
Got it.
starboard.
Suvi, that extra mass is behind the storage room bulkhead.
Behind it?
It looks like a construction mech welded right into the hull.
Scanning the parts has activated an audio log.
I think I know what that's about, Ryder. Come up to the bridge.
Alright. The construction mech welded onto the storeroom, okay.
Those parts you found welded in the storage room. I recognize them.
From where?
They belong to the ship's lead designer, Lucille Diawara. She broke her back during construction. But Lucille wouldn't abandon her ship. She converted a construction mech into a rig she could wear. She must have welded it into the hull. Her artist's signature.
Not even a broken back could stop her dream.
Sam, didn't you find an audio log with Lucille's rig? Can you play it?
Sam found my construction gear then. Well done. One of you Pathfinders got the Tempest. Mason Barrow, Zevin Reka, Matriarch Ishara, Alec Ryder. You were the best of us.
Dad's gone. Makes you wonder how many other Pathfinders made it.
We'll find out. It's what you do.
Take care of my ship and each other. Whatever is in Andromeda, you're the Milky Way to them. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep.
I never thought I'd hear Lucille's voice again.
She really cared about the Pathfinders. Enough to give them her rig. For luck.
It's part of Initiative history. It should go to the Nexus for everyone to see. And maybe help someone else.
I'll see to it, Ryder.
Thanks. Now let's go make her proud.
Ooh, 29 Andromeda viability points.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Alright, beryllium. Oh shoot, that just unlocked a lot. There we go. We just unlocked a good portion of the galaxy map. Let's scan everything here first. What's this planet? On Fetvan. And Shasqua appears to be breathing atmosphere as a consequence. Okay, so every time it rotates around the scourge, it slowly loses parts of its atmosphere. So if we wait too long, it's gonna lose all of its atmosphere. I'm very interested in what that scourge is, or how it's even existing.
Probe away. Satellite detected.
Oh, it's a cat satellite. This is that's more annoying. Oh, and this is IS, so this is the landing zone. So we got asteroid, and then we got Arboreal.
Anomaly detected.
Alright, looks like we got a metal deposit, graphite, which is just carbon in solid form. Have I not? My rave. So research on the boiling toxic appears unmanned and alright. I guess I'm heading back to the Nexus. And then I guess we'll planet scan but I also gotta really use the bathroom. So I'll be back on that here in just a second. Alright, actually, before we go, well, I might be able to do the cutscene while I'm using the bathroom. Yes. Hello, I'm back. I want to see if I can't find a mod that adds music to this game because, my god. Wait. Yeah. Like having... oh, I forgot to take off the break text. Well, okay, what am I doing here on... Waking Up the Future? Yeah, assignments... Stocking Bay and movie library download. I need to talk to Addison.
Watch your tone. You saw what happened to Krogan.
Oh, Spender's right here.
Properly functioning air filters are...
Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
What do you want?
Sounds like you're having a rough day.
You saw that, huh? Oh, I'm sorry I snapped at you. The way Spender treats me? Everyone, I'm just... so angry. I don't understand how he's in any position of authority.
He was pretty abusive towards you. Is that normal?
Yes, he's horrible. Working with him is a total nightmare. Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
Maybe there's something I can do.
A man like that's bound to have some dirt. I wish Tan and Addison could see it. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious. We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
Alright. There is a monkey here.
Here we are, one young Pyjack. Ready to see Andromeda, huh? Sam, can you send a note to Kesh? Make sure our new friend gets delivered to the Tempest.
Acknowledged.
Alright. And then there's angry protesters.
Seems quiet.
Tell our leaders, wake hey, what's going on?
That's your new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list, like my clan brothers.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
We only had resources for one outpost, so I focused on the skills we needed most.
And what we need is our families back.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
Okay, I'll talk to the leadership about what we can do.
14 months of promises. It's time for some results.
We tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her.
Start with Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously.
Any word?
Man, like I at this point I would have rather just replayed the Mass Effect trilogy again.
Listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative.
Alright. Oh shit, I went to the wrong area. I needed to go to Ops.
The human Pathfinder has died. Alec Ryder was killed after touching down on Habitat 7 in the Erickson system. Ryder's daughter has reportedly replaced him as Pathfinder, taking command of the Tempest in the ongoing search for a home in Andromeda.
Alright, there's one something over here.
Is HNS.
I can't imagine how many movies are right there. That's probably like tens of thousands of movies. Or maybe just like thousands still. That's like...
Glad to see you finally.
That's
I hear you've been
fine.
busy up there.
That's one word for it.
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Protesters have seized hydroponics.
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks. Dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
We settled Eos. There's no space down there for a few extra...
It's not that simple, Ryder. Everything Eos produces right now is accounted for.
And if we send soldiers to a research outpost, there'll be trouble.
What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
What would you do with the protesters?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
These people aren't the enemy. We didn't come all this way to rip families apart. We'll manage the resource squeeze somehow.
Your compassion is admirable, but...
Guess we're all tightening our belts.
You can run a stasis override command from operations. I hope the rest will be that easy.
Supply request is in. Half ammo today. Focus on melee.
I just noticed not having a Paragon or Renegade system also really affects my enjoyment of this game. Because right there you can say no and go for Renegade, or you can side with the protesters and go for Paragon. So
Pathfinder, AVP leveling continues as per your directions. And of course, the interface remains accessible for any future adjustments. Sweet protocol and process. Now we're living.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation is available.
That's it? You'll just do it?
Nowhere in my job description does it say, argue with the Pathfinder. That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there'll be no doubt that you're responsible.
Let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
I have a specific...
Name and designation is available.
I heard that the chief engineer on Eos went back into cryo.
There have been a few such requests. The first few months in Helios were disheartening.
Now that Prodromos is on track, I want her redeployed.
Chief Engineer Grace Lito, designation E97 Durango. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
no.
Why do some colonists have a number letter designation?
All initiative members do. In the CV file somewhere anyway. It isn't relevant when everyone is doing everything. I suppose it's like caring about a middle name. Do you not know yours?
I wasn't aware I had one.
You were in select company even before you were made Pathfinder. Sarah Ryder, Pathfinder. Specialist designation A03 Malapa.
Something interesting?
An A and low odds. Someone's an early adopter.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
I can't do anything. Too many pods. Hi, Addison.
Hello again, Pathfinder.
What's the deal with your assistant? He's a bit...
Spender is an ass.
That's one way of putting it.
I'm aware that he holds certain prejudices, but so does Tan, and we've limited personnel to draw from. Get us more outposts, maybe that changes.
Having people like him around doesn't do your department any favors.
Personality problems are pretty far down my give-a-shit list.
Director Addison.
Pathfinder.
Hi.
Okay, sending the override command. The stasis pod should start unlocking.
You're really doing this? I was at the protest in hydroponics. I thought we'd just get more excuses. But we already lost a year waiting for our families. I'm glad it's time.
Things will be lean for a while, with the new mouths to feed.
But you're out there. We'll manage somehow. My mom was scared something would go wrong and she'd be awake in stasis all that time. She isn't... It doesn't work like that, but I just want her out, so I know.
Override complete. Stasis revival triggered on the Nexus. Jasper K, Griffith G, Hilkvist A, Demerchi P, Kozlov S.
There! That's her!
This came at a cost. Make sure you cherish what you've got.
I will. Thank you.
Given new resource allocation, personnel in stasis on the Hyperion may now be required to wait longer.
When it's time, you'll have a home to wake up to. I promise.
Right. Did I do really anything? Okay. I got 5 points. I got the disciple. I forgot about that. If I'm not, I believe that's a sorry maid. Is that Kit? This is the yeah, that's the automatic sniper rifle. Alright. Anybody that needs to talk here? I need to go talk to Kish.
Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Hijack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
Fix it. I'll handle any fallout. Well, those families are out of stasis. I know because we're cutting rations for Apex.
My decision's made, Kandros.
And now everyone thinks protesting is how we get stuff done. Excuse me. No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I was told I should talk to you about the mutiny.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened. I started reading up on it, but you know how things get around here.
Do you know where Spender was during that time?
Why Spender? Wait, you think he might have had something to do with the mutiny?
Maybe. Just trying to sort things out.
You know, the logs I did look through showed a few discrepancies. I meant to dig deeper. If you're investigating, how about I give you access to the security vid archives?
Thank you.
Anything else?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Alright. I'm having such a hard time playing this game. I really am.
Huh. This file won't play. Sam, can you boost the quality?
Processing. Playback initiated.
Wait. Is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help you. Don't.
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file is corrupted. The audio tracks are heavily degraded. Someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
I need to look up something real quick. Because this is, it really is. Yeah. Seems like I'm not the only one who thinks that. The multiplayer for this game is by far the best. Yeah, like a lot of this game, there's just no ambient music in the background.
Sounds like a cover-up to me.
I concur. While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kadara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading. I do not recognize the location from any current data. It appears mountainous and populated. We will need to find the planet before I can confirm. I will contact you via my node.
Let's go confront Spender.
Who was Spender again? Well, like I said, having... Yeah, I think that's going to just be it for me tonight. I'm really just like super tired. I can't focus on playing the game. To, if I get a good rest tomorrow, I'll probably try to do a longer stream. And then I'll probably do a makeup stream on Friday. This game, it's slowly killing me. I can't continue.